Hey, that is a really steady, awesome job.
What's up, guys?
Hi.
What's up?
This is a queer fat club.
I'm queer and fat.
Okay, thank you for joining. We're just introducing ourselves at the moment.
Okay.
Do you want to go ahead and introduce yourself, Joe?
Yeah, my name's Joe. I go by he, they, and I identify as 275 pounds.
Okay.
I feel like Jay's kind of making fun of me, though. I know it's kind of a shock. I know. Kind of a new thing.
I'm just, okay.
Do what?
I said I apologize.
Oh, no, you're good.
Are you comfortable leaving the group at the moment?
Why?
I'm not understanding why you're joining the group.
This is the queer and fat group now.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what I came here for.
Okay. And you said you identify as fat?
Yeah.
Okay. This is just for fat-bodied people.
Yeah, I understand. I identify as a fat-bodied person.
I'm not understanding where you're coming from.
Are you guys comfortable with me here? I mean, I'm pretty chill on my end.
I'm not comfortable, no.
Can we take like a vote?
I'm gonna ask you to leave.
So I'm being discriminated against.
Yes, you are.
Hold on, wait a minute. So these Alphabet people kicked him out of their private space because he identifies as being fat, but he's not actually fat. So it's okay for them to acknowledge that his so-called identity is not in line with reality, but the rest of us are not afforded that same luxury? Clown world. Hello everyone, if you're a new viewer, welcome. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. If this is your second, third, fourth time watching one of my videos and you are not yet subscribed, we already go together. Okay, make it official and hit that subscribe button. Lately, I've been coming across a bunch of stories where business owners are being frivolously sued because they didn't accommodate a man who is trying to access a space or service that is meant for women, and the stories keep getting more and more ridiculous. And at this point, this might become a new series on my channel, like the Crazy Court Chronicles or something like that. I don't know. The story that I want to focus on today takes place in the most respected country in the whole world, Canada. But let me tell you what happened in Windsor, Ontario. There is a waxing salon called Mad Wax. Very clever business name. Round of applause for whoever came up with that. And Mad Wax was sued by a madman for discrimination. Back in 2018, a man whose name has been kept private but goes by the initials AB called Mad Wax and inquired about receiving waxing services. Now, AB and the owner of Mad Wax, Jason Carruthers, have both given different versions of events. So to be fair, I will tell you both versions. According to AB, when he called, he asked the employee Amal Joma if they offer waxing services to transgender women and inquired about getting a leg wax. Amal first told AB no, and then said, I don't know. During the trial, Amal testified that she did not know what transgendered meant and told AB that the salon's owner would give them a call back as she wasn't sure if the business offered the service the caller was inquiring about. Now, for context, AB is a male who identifies as a transgender woman, and at the time, AB worked as the executive director for an organization that provides services and support to the local transgendered community. So, it seems like AB is a political activist for the trans community. Amal, who is the employee who answered the phone, denies that AB inquired about getting a leg wax and says that AB inquired about getting a Brazilian wax. He wanted his balls waxed, allegedly. But why would anyone want to do that anyways? It sounds unnecessarily painful.
Oh, wow! I hate you! I hate you! Stop smiling, you jerk!
When Jason, the owner of the salon, arrived, Amal passed on the phone number and Jason called AB. AB says that during the phone call, Jason misgendered him by referring to him as male and by referring to his male body parts. So it's now misgendering to acknowledge that a male has male body parts. I cannot. AB claims that he never told Jason that he had male hardware, so therefore, Jason was misgendering him.
Let's not jump to conclusions.
AB claims that Jason said that they do not offer services to, quote, someone like you. And AB also claims that the owner told him not to refer any clients to Mad Wax. Jason claims he never said any of those things. He simply clarified that he didn't have anyone who could provide male waxing services and that they do not provide Brazilian waxing on male private parts. Not only do they not offer Brazilian waxing to males, but the staff member who was working that day, Amal, is a practicing Muslim woman, and it goes against her religious faith to have physical contact with males outside of her family. Jason says he supports his staff members and their religious beliefs, as well as feelings of safety and dignity in regards to performing waxing services on males or male body parts. Mad Wax has offered waxing services to males in the past, such as the arms or the back, but not Johnson's. Jason also said that during the phone call, AB threatened to create a media circus for his business, threatened to go to the tribunal, which he did, and he told Jason that the business has a duty to provide services to all women equally, regardless of their gender identity. After the phone call, AB made a post to his employer's Facebook page telling users not to patron Mad Wax. AB then subsequently deleted the Facebook post and then eventually went to the tribunal and filed a complaint. Following the Facebook post and the complaint to the tribunal, Jason felt it was necessary to publicly defend his business and clarify what happened to restore the reputation of his business. So Jason went to the local media in Windsor, Ontario, and he defended his business, and AB says that what Jason did traumatized him. And he considered detransitioning, he considered deleting himself, and he began abusing substances and lost his job and marriage and had to move 7 hours away because he was so devastated. Just so you're aware, his name has never been publicized, nor has any other identifying information about him. So the only people who know who he is, besides his friends and family, are the people involved in this case, which he willingly brought on his own accord. You don't get to sue someone and then be upset when they defend themselves. What type of shit is that? Ultimately, the tribunal penalized Jason for speaking on the case publicly, and they penalized him for not waxing AB's legs, allegedly. The adjudicator sided with AB and awarded damages up $35,000. This is the country I live in. Imagine you're minding your own business, literally, and one phone call turns into a he said, where you end up having to pay the other person $35,000. I personally don't believe AB was seeking waxing services. I believe he wanted to harass a local business, and he succeeded. Jason is appealing the decision and has spoken about the case publicly, although now he is self-censoring quite a bit. Here's a clip.
So, Jason, let's go down to the beginning of the story. You receive a phone call from an individual. This is years ago. And what was the nature of that phone call to the best of your recollection?
Say you run a small restaurant and someone orders something that's not on the menu. And you say, well, we don't have that, but we can give you this other vegetarian dish. Is that okay? And they say, no, I don't want that. And furthermore, I don't like the word vegetarian. So now you turn around and you're faced with an accusation of discrimination, and you're faced with, using the wrong words. So there was no discrimination. I didn't discriminate against anybody. We welcome everyone. But here I am faced with this order to pay $35,000. I feel it's very unjust. And of course, we're going to fight it,
And Jason, if I can, the nitty gritty of the story here, this is a biological male identifying as a female, and he essentially wanted his male genitalia waxed, but you don't provide such a service here. Is that correct?
Well, that's true. We don't provide certain services. We do waxing. But certain things, there's special training. It's just not something that we offer. Right. This could happen to any small business owner. You're minding your own business, and then suddenly you're accused of these things. This could happen to anybody. So obviously, I face a huge legal battle, and we've got to pay for all the legal expenses that go along with this.
But at the end of the day, this escalates to the point where this person takes you to the Ontario Human Rights Tribunal. Your case is heard. Yeah. And at the end of the day, he wins, you lose. He is awarded, $35,000 for hurt feelings?
I was ordered to pay, $35,000 for discrimination, alleged discrimination, and reprisal. And I'm saying that that's completely unfair. I did not discriminate against anybody. I didn't reprise against anybody. But again, we're going to have to see what happens in the judicial review. It will be a panel of 3 judges who are going to look at this, and I believe will be fully vindicated.
What AB has done is literally extortion. Obtaining something, especially money, through force or threats is the definition of extortion, and this is happening more and more and more all over the world. Members of the Alphabet Mafia are using their identities to weaponize human rights tribunals and lodge frivolous complaints for financial gain. And in many instances, it's working. How do we expect businesses that provide services for women to function when a man can sue them and claim he is a woman and is therefore entitled to receive said service? Otherwise, it's discrimination and he's entitled to some sort of financial payment. It's tyranny. This is literal tyranny. In British Columbia, something similar to this happened a few years ago, and surprisingly, they saw right through it.
The notorious Jonathan Yaniv, aka Jessica Yaniv, aka Jessica Simpson, he went to several in-home spa services, typically being operated by females who were new Canadians, and demanded that his male genitalia get waxed. I think he filed somewhere in the neighborhood of 10 to 12 BC Human Rights Tribunal complaints. So at 10 grand a complaint, that's a nice annual salary. But as left-leaning as the BC Human Rights Tribunal is, not only did they dismiss these cases, but they awarded Mr. Yaniv to pay partial costs to some of the people he was going after.
Anyways, that's all I have for this video. If you would like to support Jason and his legal defense, I will have his GoFundMe linked in the description box down below. I will also have my links in the description box down below. So my links to my Instagram, my Patreon, everything else will be in the description box down below. If you liked this video and you would like to see more like it, I will have 2 more videos for you in the end cards. And if you see any stories trending on Instagram that you want me to cover, just tag me in it and maybe I'll cover it on my channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next one. Take care. Bye.